Okay, so talking about assumptions will lead us to talk about projections. Okay, we know about this term. We are familiar with terms, but what does it really mean? It means that we have this capability, our human mind has this capability of creating images. We are based on images, and we are able to create images. So when you have a chair, for instance, okay, this is a concept, chair. From the moment we say chair, we have an image. We know what it means. When I'm talking about a chair, you do not create in your head the image of a table, okay? But there are so many different images of one chair, and these can create different chairs. And there is a different way of being, of existing, of creation when you have an image of a chair based on a specific tradition. For instance, you say chair and you want to just build a wooden chair traditionally, and you do it by hand and you construct it on your own little by little every day. You take the wood from nature, you talk to the wood, you sing to the wood, you you apply all the right material, which is completely natural, and you build. In the very end of this process, you build a very beautiful traditional chair, and it took you almost, I don't know, a week. And then you have a plastic chair for computers, okay, for a desk chair. This is a different process. This is different material. This is a different idea, a different image. And therefore, this different image will call a different inspiration. Okay? It's a completely different world. The first chair is a world. The second chair is a world again. But these worlds do not necessarily coexist. But what is common in both cases is that our human mind can elaborate on a specific image. Okay, so this is very useful, creating images, imagination, and the connection with certain worlds. Okay, different worlds carry different images. It's another thing living in Tokyo, for instance, and I love another thing living in a jungle. It's not the same thing at all. We can share some images, okay, but it's completely different worlds. So we need to be clear about this as to what kind of images call what kind of worlds. We need to know all these things. So when I'm mentioning a chair, you know what to expect, but there are certain aspects of our own lives. For instance, the word self. It's a concept. What does it mean? A self? Is it something that it is already given to us? Or is this something that we need to explore? Or even more, maybe give birth to? Which means maybe a self is something that we need to create. And maybe we are constantly creating this self. We are constantly constructing this self. But is this self made of parts? Okay, like a puzzle. If it is a puzzle, it can fall apart, and you need to have glue to stick that puzzle in a frame. So we do not talk about this self. A self which is cut in pieces, all mixed up, and then we need to reinvent this image is something very fixed and very dead. So I'm not talking about different parts that have been, I don't know, like a vase that broke, and you need to take these parts and put some glue and rediscover this vase and, make it exist again. This is not a real self. A real self is a baby that we are going to deliver. All true masters, all true thinkers, all true healers are doing exactly this. They help you give birth to your own self. And this is something that rises from within, like a seed that is put under the earth and is flowering, blossoming. So you blossom little by little. And this process never stops. It is there. So what do you prefer? Do you prefer to be cutting pieces and then all glue you up, put some glue and stick you up and make the vase again? Or you want to throw these pieces away and discover what is hidden inside and allow it to appear? The earlier the better. It's better to start all this process when the baby is still young, but you can still do it. Okay? In order for you to do this, you need to step out of your own brain, of your own thinking process. Can you stop your thinking process? No. Can you transform it? Yes. By accepting to use it and not using you. It shouldn't use you. You must use it. Okay, so the thinking process is very, very well structured. Our brains know what to do, but for our everyday life, practical things. As far as our own self and the hidden realities and truths of ourselves are concerned, this is something that you are going to allow to happen. You're going to have insights. From the moment you have insights, then the magical aspect of life, which is already there inside of you, will appear again, will rise. This is the true essence of resurrection, as I mentioned in my last videos.